Hey guys, Mustang here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be jumping into the new endgame event that is released on Global with all the Roshi stuff, which is the heart-pounding heroine battle is the English translation name. This is the Peppy Gals event that released on JP with the Roshi stuff. A lot of people refer to it as the pink zone because it is basically the red zone but with Peppy Gal's enemies, and each of these have some interesting gimmicks, and they're not just straight out fights. Obviously we end up getting the Bulma one at the very end, which is going to be the hardest, or one of the hardest fights in the game, at least in the current JP meta. But for now we only have the first 3 stages, so we're going to jump in and check those out here. This is my first time jumping into the event as well, so we can go by the information that we have here, right? So stage 1 is versus Pan, who is a super STR type. She can seal super attacks. You lose the fight if you fail to collect a certain number of rainbow key spheres within a certain number of turns. Collect as many rainbow key spheres as you can and launch attacks to win the fight. Support items and support memories are not allowed in stage 1. Blue gauge under Pan's icon indicates your progress in obtaining rainbow key spheres. Now the thing is with this event as well is there is a mission for each stage to use Peppy Gal's characters. It doesn't have to be the full team, just the, I think it's 4, at least for stage 1 the mission is 4. So we're going to run the Videl leads, which means we can run the Gohans on here under the Defenders of Justice leader skill, which then obviously give Videl the unit super attack. I completely forgot that the Family Kamehameha Gohan is on Defenders of Justice. So whilst he's not going to have like crazy link partners on this team, he obviously is a very good unit. His standby is very good for defense, and then, you know, charging up with orbs to do damage. Obviously that's not super relevant for this event in particular, but yeah, let's just go ahead and jump in. So like I say, this is my first time going into the event. I don't have any sort of like prior experience. I've never watched any of the videos from JP. I only know what it tells me in the news, right, which we've seen. So we need to collect rainbow orbs. We've got 24 charges, so that's what, 8 turns, because it's, you obviously use a charge each time somebody does something. So I think we do have LR Bulma on the team, who is a rainbow orb changer, but of course she's in slot 7, so that's super awkward. So does she seal? Oh, she just straight up seals everybody. Okay, that's interesting. So I wonder if does collecting the rainbow orbs, does that then remove her ability to seal everyone, or do you just win by doing that? Let's see. 447k on a super to Videl. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I guess the other thing then to think about is I guess you can't really just bring characters who, like for example, this Tech Gohan, he needs to super in order to build up his defense, but he can't super attack because he's going to be sealed every single turn. So that's interesting. We need to be able to get to these, like, actually get to the rainbow orbs. But we've got Bulma on the next turn who is going to create some rainbow orbs, but so far not exactly the best progress with picking up these orbs. Gohan's going to get a bunch of additional attacks, but obviously isn't going to get any stacks. He does have damage reduction on the first turn at least, but I'm not sure if that's going to help here at all if Pan supers him. Which she didn't, so we're fine. Alright, so rainbow orbs. Let's see, what can we get here on the next turn? Well, there's not exactly that many, is there? So you can grab those. We can get those. Yeah, the bar's not exactly rocketing up here, is it? You get the dodge. I love the fact that, yeah, no one's supering, and of course Pan's obviously got crazy high damage reduction / defense, so is taking a couple of 100 damage from the attacks. Mai is another unit actually that's not particularly great in this scenario because she wants to be getting additional super attacks to get damage reduction. So I think she might actually get killed here. Yeah, 320k. We just about managed to survive. Okay. Alright, so we've got some more rainbows here. Yeah, you're going to need a lot of rainbow orbs because this is even getting 3 at a time is not super easy to do a lot of the time. And yeah, so you're going to have to really prioritize. I wasn't sure going into this for like the first time just how many rainbow orbs we would need, but you probably are going to have to prioritize bringing some rainbow orb changes on the team. It's kind of an interesting combo, right? Because we saw how hard we got hit in one of the earlier phases. It's not like it's a super easy event where you don't have to worry about taking damage and all you have to think about is picking up rainbow orbs. Because yeah, you will get caught out if you like the wrong units are taking hits, so I definitely don't want to use Vidal's active skill here and lower her defense. And then yeah, I guess we'll just grab these. We're only, what, we're almost at halfway with the thing being full, but we're on turn 5. And did I say, was it 8 turns? So, oof, 82k from a normal. Damn. Yeah, because of course we are slowly but surely, like, running out of HP. I mean, I guess we just have to do this. Can I get the rainbow orb to drop down from the top here? Not very easily. I mean, we're not going to use the active skill anyway because we can't kill her with it regardless. So, get another 3 rainbow orbs there. Yeah, it's definitely going to require more rainbow orbs than we have picked up already. So, I think we're going to have to jump back in with a slightly different team build here. I have to double check which other Peppy Girls units are orb changers as well. Because yeah, I mean, we can do this. I mean, this will get the... I mean, unfortunately, I can get the heal to keep me alive, but obviously it then removes all the rainbow orbs because we changed the entire orb field to STR. Grab all of these, and then hopefully some rainbows spawn in. Yeah, so we can get 2 here. But I mean, you can see how many we still need to get, and we have 1 turn. So, definitely not going to be getting all of those in 1 turn. So, tricky. Okay. Interesting, because obviously we have to prioritize getting the rainbow orbs, but we also have to make sure that we're not, you know, you can't just pick out like, well, here's all my rainbow orb changers, and some of them are older, like weaker units that then if they end up being the one taking the super attack, then we're just going to end up losing. Because yeah, I mean, on this turn we don't actually have there's 1 rainbow orb on the field. So we are not going to be able to pick that up here. Might as well see how the event ends here, I guess. I mean, if Vidal doesn't dodge, it's going to end like that. Okay, good. So let's see. I'm assuming it just comes up with like a normal like game over type thing, right? Go on with his additional normals doing 200 damage. Are you done? Then the victory is mine. Game over. Alright, well, let's retool the team a little bit and jump back in. Okay, so I've taken the Gohans off the team because realistically they don't, since they can't actually really attack anyway, and Vidal can't super, right? Units can't super, so getting unit supers and stuff like that is pointless. I've replaced them with the Tech free-to-play EZA Bulma and the Int Chilai. Both of them are Peppy Gal's units that are rainbow orb changers. So hopefully that's going to give us a bit of a better start. I mean, you can see straight away in this first turn, we've already picked up way more rainbow orbs than we did last time. So, at least for the first couple of turns last time. So, yeah, she's going to launch a super in the middle. Do we rely on Chilai to get the dodge or get Mai to tank it? Because Mai, I mean, well, I say tank it. Mai has type advantage. She's not necessarily going to tank the super, like, incredibly well. But, yeah, you can see here, this is definitely the way to go. Like, bringing more rainbow orb changes. I mean, the bar's almost half full, and we're at the end of the second turn. The only problem is, like I say, is we've got a couple of units on the team that are a little bit on the weaker side. I guess, yeah, the big thing with, like, Mai is that Mai gets a lot of defense on super. 161's not too bad, though. Obviously, we're getting the support from Chilai as well. But yeah, I think this way does work out a little bit better. And then, yeah, we've got so many rainbow orbs that we can pick up now. I floated off the other Videl, didn't I? So I don't really want to end up with a double Videl rotation. So we'll do that. And then just get those two, I guess. Okay, so yeah, this is significantly easier. So you want to make sure you're prioritizing bringing units that can give you the rainbow orbs. And then you kind of just have to play around her attacks and hope for the best to a certain extent. Obviously, a lot of the Peppy Gals characters, their builds either incorporate dodge or their best hidden potential build is dodge anyway. So, oh yeah, look at this. Look at all these rainbow orbs on this turn. Like, geez. So you can get all of those. You can get all of those. The only problem is when there's too many, you only pick up so many, right? But there's 3 for you. So we're halfway through the number of turns required, and we've got almost enough. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the final ones we need on the next turn. So it's kind of funny because obviously if I thought about it maybe a bit more in advance and just bought more rainbow orb changes, I didn't realize when it said she has an ability that seals super attacks, I assumed that it just meant like one person, right? Like one person on the rotation gets selected to be sealed like some bosses will do and stuff like that, right? I just assumed it would be that, but clearly not. We filled up the bar. Obviously the stage doesn't just instantly end or anything. So let's see what happens now. Does she actually take damage now? No. Okay. So do we just win at the end of this turn then? Or how does this work? Let's see. But yeah, interesting gimmicks like this are kind of cool for events that aren't just straight up. Because it's, someone mentioned this in a comment on like a video from the other day, but it's like the equivalent, it's a nice alternative to like power creep, right? So like rather than making a boss that is now hitting so incredibly hard that only teams with like insane defense and damage reduction will be able to beat it, instead to beat the event, you have to pick up rainbow orbs. So I mean, like with this version, obviously, because this is only stage 1. I mean, we did see a unit take like a 400k super at one point, but the event's not like super hard, and you kind of can get away with just throwing in these rainbow orb changers. So certainly an interesting one for stage 1. So there you go, clear stage 1 with the 4 Peppy Gals units on the team. So let me know how you guys got on versus the Pan. What was your strategy? What was your team build? I think this one pretty straightforward. I think the best way, obviously, just bring the Peppy Gals team, bring the orb changers, and yeah, after the initial confusion, that's why it's always good to like jump in and get a feel for the events. But like I say, I thought it'd be kind of fun for these to just jump in blind straight away. Like I say, I've not watched anyone else's videos from JP or anything like that. So had I known a little bit more detail, I thought like I say, you'd maybe unseal or like be able to do damage to her at some point. I didn't realize literally everyone was sealed all the time. So I would have built the team very differently for the first attempt. But hey, we got it done. We got the missions done. Let me know how you guys got on down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.